In this video, I'm talking to Darran The Urban Motorhome about how much he earns on YouTube and how important brand deals are for YouTubers. Whilst I'm driving him to the airport, we also discuss how a mate on one of his holidays covered himself in petroleum jelly and was screaming in the hotel room. And I'll let you know how we snuck George on a holiday to Egypt. Welcome back to my personal channel. This channel's taken a bit of a backseat because I've concentrated on our Roman Radford's channel, and I've tried a few different ideas and nothing's got traction. Now, I enjoy listening to podcasts like Flagrant, Impaulsive and Joe Rogan, and I love the series on Netflix, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. And that's what gave me this idea to make this video and possibly a series more. So let me know in the comments if you like it and if there's anyone else you want me to get on. Hope you enjoy the video. Darran, mind if we shoot a video?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah?
Why not?
So, we'll go off to the airport, will you?
Yes.
So Daz is leaving his motorhome in Milton Keynes, and he's asked me to give him a lift to the airport. And I thought we'd just have a chat.
Yeah,
we're on our way. Yeah.
Why not?
Fantastic. Where are you going?
Going to Albufeira, Portugal.
Right. Okay. Yeah. See, I've been there. We went there. We went there in the motorhome.
Yeah, I've
in fact, a couple of times.
Never been there.
Albufeira. In fact, where did we stay? To camp in Albufeira.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've never been there. I mean, I was looking at taking my drone the other day because my mate said, "Oh, there's some nice places we could go on a day trip and that." But then I was like, I looked at taking my drone. I think I've got to register and all that, so a bit late.
It is, yeah.
A bit late in the day to do it. So, I then Google Mapped how far it is from Amsterdam to Portugal when I go over next end of the month. It's quite far. Yeah, it's 2,000 kilometres.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm going to get that far down because I don't want to rush. So.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's the plan here. When you come back, you're heading out to Amsterdam, right?
Yeah, straight down to. Got to head down to families, drop some stuff off that I don't want to take into my storage, and then go for a quick blood test, and then I'm on the train. And
look, I'm really excited for this because although you're not a newbie by any means in a motorhome,
yeah,
you are in Europe.
Oh yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing in Europe.
Never been out to Europe before, and
none.
I think we're all dying to see how you get on.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, I'm going to make some mistakes, definitely. I mean, whilst I'm out in Portugal, I've got to order all my stickers and all that,
right.
All the light things and
yes,
and the big vehicle stickers.
Yeah, we'll do them for you. We'll do them at work for you, mate.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah, just pop in work.
Appreciate that. Yeah,
in fact, get magnetic ones for the front.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you can take them off. That's what we do.
Yeah. So then you just have to stick. Do you have to stick one on the back?
Got to stick one on the back.
Right.
I better tell you because I'm sure you don't watch my videos, Des, but yeah. But yes, you got to stick one on the back. It's not magnetic on the back, but on the doors is magnetic, so you can have them on, and then leave the one on the back, and then just peel the doors off when you're not in France.
When
you're not in.
Yeah, because it's only France, isn't it?
Yeah, that you need. And if I'm honest with you, I spoke to lots of people that even live out in France with over 3.5 tons, and they do not use them.
No.
Many people don't use them.
It's just one of them things that they could get you on.
They could get you on
if they wanted to.
And certainly our subscribers would give us grief if we didn't this one.
yeah. You got to play by the rules.
We'll play by the rules, haven't we?
Yeah.
Since everyone's watching.
Yeah.
So holidays. I thought we'd talk about holidays. I mean, and you lived out in Thailand, in fact. I bet you got a few stories from living out in Thailand.
Yeah, I lived out there for a long time.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
How many years?
So it was just shy of 2.5 years. Yeah, I went out there for a friend's 40th birthday.
Right.
I was 19. I worked with lorry drivers, pretty much. I went and got a job with my stepdad, and that's where I worked with lorry drivers. So that's what got me into the industry. And then, they were going out. My mate Stuart was going out for his 40th birthday. He's like, "Oh, come along."
Just for his birthday?
Yeah, just for his birthday. And I was umming and ahhing, and then I went out, had a great time, and then went back again, and then went back one more time, and then when I come back with it, I think it's the third time, I was like, right, I'm going to sell everything and move over there.
You got the bug for it, that much?
Yeah. But at the time, my plan was, before Thailand, to just work, maybe buy a house, then get another house, and then rent them out. That was my actual life plan at the time, and then Thailand just ripped all that up and just threw it straight out the window. And then I stayed out there I moved up into the village. I didn't even go to the tourist area. I went to the village.
Because often people go on holiday and think,
Yeah.
oh, well, this is great. Because it's going to be, you're on holiday, wherever
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
go.
Wherever you go is great.
But, right.
Living's different, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was, you know, in a village where no one spoke English. No one spoke English.
And you didn't speak Thai?
No, but I learned pretty quick.
Bet you did. You got
Yeah, you go.
Wow. So
Yeah.
probably got a few stories from there that we can't tell on the channel.
Yeah, it's a family channel.
Oh, this is, you know what, I might put this on my personal channel.
Yeah.
We've got 2 channels that are monetized now, which is our Roman Redford and our Steve and Lynn's, and I've got my Steve Radford, which is nearly there.
Nearly there.
Nearly there. And since Lynn's isn't in this one, and this is not really about travel, I might put that on my Steve Radford channel.
Yeah, why not? See if we can get it over the line.
Yeah, see if I can get like £4 a month in revenue.
Yeah.
Because that's all it'll be.
Yeah, you can barely buy a cheeseburger for that.
Because honestly, when you start off, guys, and you monetize channel, you literally get £1 in the first month.
But even to now, I mean, I'm happy to talk numbers, but even to now, it's not enough to live on. I mean, I'm doing between, again, if you have a viral video 1 month or one really pops off, you do earn a bit more.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm probably doing between 400 and 800 a month
in revenue.
From YouTube.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to say that's, you know, if someone gives me 400 quid in my hand, great, I'll take it.
Yeah,
if someone gives me 800 quid in my hand, great, I'll take it.
You can't live on
But
that.
you can't fully sustain yourself on that, especially when you're running a team and you're buying new cameras, you're updating, you're traveling around, you've got to buy...
And when you quit your job.
Yeah,
like you've done.
quit my job. I mean, to put that into context, on the trucks, I could quite easily earn £800 a week.
Right.
After tax.
Yeah.
So I've gone from that to that, which is quite a drop.
And again, we don't earn £1,000 a month on the revenue of the channel either. It's not enough to sustain mine and Lindsay's wages. But brand deals does. Now that's where it's at, really.
Brand deals is where it's at, because you know you can get pretty much that whole month's revenue in one brand deal.
Yeah.
You know, in comparison.
Absolutely.
You know, they vary. You know, they all vary because obviously you've got different spec, different. You know, some products. I mean, some products. I mean, as well as yourself, you won't take any money because you want the product. You want to play with the product. You think it's cool. You want to support it, and all that.
Absolutely.
So the product is the price. Yeah. You know, you get to have a play with it. You get the latest gadget or gizmo or whatever it is. And
believe me, Lynn's won't let us take a brand deal unless she thinks it aligns with the channel.
Yeah. How did that tutoring one go, Steve? You were trying for that one, and that never.
You know what I was proud of that one though. They wanted to do it on Instagram.
I know.
Right?
That is good. That is good.
Just do a couple of posts on Instagram and get paid for it.
Yeah. So it was basically it was a tutoring company reached out to Steve when I was at his house for a couple of days, and they wanted to do some online tutoring for the kids.
Right.
And Lindsay was like, no, it doesn't fit with our brand. It doesn't fit with our brand because they're not trying. We're not on the road, and we're not, you know, teaching our kids on the road. They go to school. They don't need tutoring.
Yeah.
You know, which is it's a great service. Don't get me wrong. And all that tutoring is a great service, but it didn't align.
And it wasn't truthful.
And I remember the kids going, do you want some tutoring this week, this holiday, kids? And I'll give you a £5. and Lindsay was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, George, asking for 20. Asking for 20.
Yeah, so we didn't take that.
But yeah, you don't take it.
It wasn't true to our
it's not true. It's, you know, so, and you knew that. You were just joking around with it. It's you got to have it align with you and the things, because you do get flack from no matter what, even if they're the best product in the world and they align with you and you use it and it's
EcoFlow. Look at the power banks. We get offered every single power bank, right?
I still get abuse. You still get flack for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got Surfshark coming up.
Right, which we've done now for about 18 months, Surfshark.
Yeah, so now I've got Surfshark coming up, but I've been an actual paying customer of them for 3 years.
Yes, you were telling me that.
3 years, and I'm going to put that in the video.
How honest is that then?
I know, I'm going to be putting that my receipts in the video because they're not going to believe me otherwise.
But you should get it free now. That's what you get.
I've got it till 20. My account's still 2025. I've still got it paid to. So it's it's
But there's one that's true to it, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And another one we've been trying to reach out for recently is HelloFresh. Everyone's got HelloFresh. Lindsay's used HelloFresh for years.
Yeah, oh well, she cooked a dinner when I was round there with her.
Yeah.
And it was an absolute banging meal. It really was.
It is. But Ads has got HelloFresh coming up, and I think we're going to try and have a word with his contact. And try and do HelloFresh. Because that would be a good one. Aligns with us. In fact, we've just had HelloFresh delivered this morning. So.
Yeah, I mean, so there is a whole side to this that people don't see, you know, the hustling of, you know, talking to thingy. And it's not just like a one email backwards and forwards and, hey, yeah, wicked, we'll do that. It's like emails, constant emails.
And signing contracts.
And then you've got to tell them your idea and how you're going to present it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of effort.
It is a lot of effort. It is a lot of effort. But we also wanted to make it our full-time career.
Yeah.
So we started doing negotiations in the early stages, purely not for what we were getting paid, because we were getting paid curtains, but just to learn from the negotiating.
100%.
To do it. So
yeah.
Interesting, man. Interesting. Yeah, the life of a YouTuber, eh?
Life of a YouTuber.
Of a content creator.
Everyone, you ask any kid 5 years and up what they want to be today, and it's YouTuber, TikToker, Instagrammer, or content creator.
Yes.
That's all they want to be. But it is hard work.
It is a lot of hard work, but worth it.
Definitely worth it.
Really enjoy it.
I love the community and I love the travel.
Obviously, I stepped down from work a couple of years ago to do this full time. Now we still own House Designs and Graphics.
Yep.
But and in fact, I announced it when we was doing the conversations with Em and Lou on that video. You know, so we still own it. Lindsay still does the bookkeeping. In fact, she's just taken the office manager out for a bit of lunch to talk about staff and stuff like that, and talk about things. So,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I should probably turn that radio down a bit more in the background. There you go. So yes, we still own Yowza, but when you announced that you were stepping down from your well-paid, I was so proud. I was so pleased for you. You know,
because it was. I've tried to like align myself to it for a while, but I wasn't just there yet. You know, and then when this the Burston Delphin, the motorhome I got now, came up, and Rob gave me the call, and I went and viewed it, and it was like, yeah, that is the one. That is definitely what I want.
Yeah.
And then, you know, obviously we went and just sat in the office and discussed numbers and that, and it was just a little bit too much for me at the time. I would be stretching myself a bit too thin. So, but then, well, thankfully,
yes,
we come to an agreement.
Yes.
And I'm proud to say I'm their ambassador now for their motorhomes and their Oak Tree business and their batteries.
And also you get to take a glide that big and you took out. I still ain't watched the video, Dad. Since I've been back, so I'm looking forward to watching that one.
Yeah, I mean, I now, you know, I'm going to be making content with them.
Yeah.
Content for the community, so, you know, lots of motorhome content, you know, what's the best beds layout and what's this and what's that.
And in case they don't know, what did you tell them what you just took out?
So then, so I have access to their entire forecourt, which I'm really grateful for. Rob's said if I want to take any vehicle out, I can, to review a certain aspect of it or review the entire video, the entire motorhome. So I took out a Concorde liner 1090M, which is 11 meters long and weighs 10 tons.
Makes mine look really small.
Yeah, it's coach. It is coach. Even, you know, when we took it to Chatsworth House.
Right, I saw the photos,
And, it was, to park it, 30 quid. Because it's coach. £30 to park it.
And now, I know you recorded a lot of footage for that video. It must have taken ages. How much did you record? How long did that take to edit? Do you know?
It took Mevy a long time to edit. Right. A long time to edit. Yeah, he was a good couple of weeks to edit, I think, because we didn't do the clap to align all the footage. So we had 6 cameras filming, plus drone.
Wow.
And in that, I think we went out about 10 o'clock in the morning, and we got back about just before 5.
With 6 cameras rolling for much of the time.
Pretty much of the time, and then we had about 340 gigs worth of footage.
That is incredible.
Yeah, 340 gigs worth of footage, and we got 2 videos out of that. I mean, we've got B-roll and everything for years. I mean, we keep all our footage, so that's yeah.
Just to put it in perspective, for most of my vlogs, I shoot between 45 minutes and 90 minutes of footage for each 15, 20-minute vlog.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, he had hours upon hours upon hours. So,
to go through.
and then he's got to match it all as well because none of it was synced. And the timeline looked mind-boggling. Honest to God, the timelines that he was sending me were just insane. And then it was also hard because we had so much good footage to try and chop it down.
That's the thing.
And I mean,
to delete footage, it takes.
We released a video and it was 30 minutes long.
Right.
But we released a promotional video first, which was 7 to 9 minutes. I can't remember, 7 or 9 minutes. Which is acceptable, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
That's like really promotion-y, and beautiful shots and all this and that. And me explaining the vehicle. And then we've got the behind the scenes kind of thing of me and Mevy joking around and how we're driving it and funny bits and me eating McDonald's in a £300,000 motorhome.
Which used to be owned by Nigel Mansell.
Yeah, it was owned by Nigel Mansell, yeah.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. You know, it was like Mevy was, like trying to pick his favourite child. Because he's like, oh, this is really good footage, but we're at an hour now. You know, people haven't got time for it, you know, so it is quite hard to be selective, isn't it?
It is. I would say I can shoot 20 minutes of George swimming, but if I put more than 5 seconds in the video, we're going to click off.
Yep.
You know, we can watch him messing around in the water.
Yeah.
You know, people will click off.
Yeah, I mean, we can all sit around a campfire of an evening and have a barbecue outside all the motorhomes when we're at these things, and I could sit there literally from lunchtime till bedtime.
Yeah.
You know, but you only get a little clip of that, didn't you? No one.
Of course you do. It'd be boring to.
No one would want to actually sit and watch it. It's too much.
It's a little clip, bit of voiceover, done.
Yeah.
Done. Are you vlogging while you're away?
I'm going to record. I've got my cameras with. I've got my pocket with me.
Yeah.
I've got mics with me, and so I can do my use of the iPhone. And I've got the pocket with me, so that. But I've brought my big camera with me.
But you're there to primarily enjoy your holiday.
Yeah, so I'm going to primarily do a little bit of thingy. I might do some photography. I haven't done photography for a while. So I've got my big camera with me with a big lens.
Brilliant. And you're going all-inclusive?
No.
Oh,
no.
Airbnb? What you got?
No, so we've got it's like an apartment, but on a holiday complex place.
Right.
So we've got a 3-bed apartment thing with pool outside. It is like a hotel place, but they're like apartments.
Yeah.
So because my mate Jamie said that the food's so cheap out there and all that, so we'll just go out and find somewhere to eat. We're right on the marina.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
So yeah, that's why I looked at the
Portugal. Yeah, it's not expensive. Spain's a little cheaper. We found Spain's a little cheaper than Portugal, though. But it won't be.
Got a lot of kebabs and grilled meats.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what we like, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to stay in keto for this week, and then when I get back and then go into France, then I'm going to be a bit. Yeah. As soon as I see a croissant.
Pain au chocolat.
Yeah. And then I got Amsterdam, and I'm going to have to go try some coffee.
Are you going to go to a coffee shop?
I'm gonna have a few coffees.
Is that right?
A few coffees.
So make sure you subscribe to his channel, guys.
Yeah.
Make sure you
subscribe. There might be a few funny clips. There's not going to be anything, you know. There might be a few funny, giggly clips.
Yes.
I've heard the coffee's meant to be pretty good out there, pretty giggly.
Coffee's very good out there. Yes, absolutely. I went out there in my younger days quite a lot, Daz, I've got to say.
Well, I mean, I've never, you know, they know what we're talking about, but I've never been able to try coffee because I've always been driving.
Yes. And had tests at work.
And had tests at work, yeah. So random tests at work, and they can just do what they want. So, you know, you've got to follow by the rules, and rightly so. But yeah, now I'm not at work.
When in Rome?
Yes, when in Rome.
But you're going to Amsterdam.
So. Yeah.
Wicked.
Brilliant.
Fantastic, man. So I bet. So we were saying earlier about some stories and whatever. I got a funny story for you.
Go on.
I don't know if I told you this one once, but well, we used to go to Egypt for Christmas all the time, all inclusive.
Yeah. And
the target was, I started it years ago. The challenge was to try and take us for 2 weeks all inclusive in Egypt, for the 5 of us, for under £3,000. I challenged myself, and I did that for about 5 years.
Wow.
Probably can't do it
No,
for
but
under
you can't do
£5,000
it.
now.
I was on the phone to my mate on the way up here, and he said his friend's booked a week's holiday next year. I think Spain or somewhere, all inclusive. Mum, dad, 2 kids, $4,500
For how long?
for a week.
For 1 week.
For 1 week.
This was 2 weeks, all inclusive at Christmas.
Oh.
So, and then I did it with one hotel the first time. The second time, I want the same kind of rules, $3,000, but I wanted to try another hotel.
Yep.
So we did 2 hotels. So we did another one, and then in the second week we went back to the one that we'd enjoyed, because we knew that was definitely good, and that was the Christmas.
That's a good way to do it. Yeah. I mean,
trying, because when we go on holiday, I got asthma pains. I can't stay anywhere like that. So I'm 1 night here, 2 nights there when I'm in a motorhome. So to be 2 weeks in one hotel for me, I almost had my mail redirect.
I mean, I've never done the hostels. And all that, but I just travel and I just find a hotel and that. I mean, it's so easy these days. As long as you got your phone, you can get internet. You can find hotels in country whilst you're there.
Yeah, right. I do that. I do a backpacking holiday with nothing booked. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I usually use something like Agoda when I'm going out to Asia. Agoda.
Is that an app or a website?
It's a website. Yeah. And you can book all these.
It's not an affiliate.
No. Well, you can. I think there is a thing somewhere, but I'm not connected to it. But you can book all these hotels and that, and then you only pay for them and like 3 days before.
Right.
So if your plans change, you can move and all that. But I usually have my first hotel like when I land into a country, and then I just go as and where I want. Just find my way around. But it's usually saying about funny stories, right? I can tell one.
Go on.
So my brother come to visit me in Thailand when I lived there, and my mum said to me, she said, if he doesn't come home in one piece, don't return. And I was like, oh, okay. So I had to make sure I looked after him. So we're at because I had a bungalow. I was renting a bungalow out there. So we're at my bungalow, and I'm chilling out on the patio, having I think I was smoking a cigar at the time, just chilling out. Life's good.
Yeah.
And then he's gone in for a shower. I think he was going in for a shower, but he told me that he'd had mosquito bites, right? Mm-hmm. So I gave him some Tiger Balm, right, which is like a real like mentha one, like mentha kind of thing, like paste. So I said, go, use that on them. And I think I literally remember saying, use that on them, right? So he goes into the bathroom, and then I'm sitting out there, and all of a sudden I heard screaming, like, and I'm thinking scorpion or snake.
Right, yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh my God, one, I've got to get him, I've got to strangle a snake and actually get the idea of a snake. And then 2, my mum's going to kill me. Right? So I'm like, what's up? And he is so thick. He is so special. He got this tub, and this tub was big. He put his whole hand in this tub, scooped it out like wallpaper paste in your palm of your hand, and he'd gone all over him. He'd put it on his nuts, and he'd put it on his pecker.
Oh, stop it!
And obviously that stuff is burning. And he's like, oh, it's all over him. I was like, what did you do that for? Well, it's like oil based, it's petroleum based, so it just doesn't wash off. I could not stop laughing. I'm like, he's like, they're cooking.
You try it a bit somewhere first, wouldn't you? A big scoop.
Well, yeah, you're only meant to just literally go, like, But he put his whole hand in this pot and pulled it all out and just went straight there. Oh, he was in.
He's a special case.
Oh, that was hilarious. I couldn't let that go for a long time.
So I was on about mine. In fact, I started. So, not sure if I told you this one, Daz. I certainly haven't told you guys this one. So, we booked the same hotel.
Right.
Or certainly tried to book the same hotel, but for the next year. But they wouldn't allow us to book for 5 people.
Oh.
And we knew we wanted to do it, and we knew we could, and the kids would be able to be topping and tailing, even if there weren't room in the bed. They were little, you know?
Yeah.
So, what I decided to do was just book for 4 of us, and not book George. And I had the idea that we'd sneak George in. Right? So this is what we did. So the first week, we went and stayed at one hotel, with her dad, in fact.
Yeah.
So we stayed at one with her dad, and that was fine, booked the 5 of us as normal. But when it came to changing hotels, what I did is I took the 2 boys, left George and Lindsay, and I went ahead in a taxi.
Right.
And I booked in, and I said, the wife's going to be following later on. So I booked me and Eddie and Harry in. And then she rang and said, right, I'm coming down now. So I said, no worries. So I walked out with Eddie and Harry, and she pulled over in the taxi. We got the buggy out of the boot. I grabbed George, and then I walked back in the hotel. So I walked out with 2 kids, and I walked back in with 3 kids, 2 in a buggy, and they didn't blink an eye. So we got us in, and then Lindsay carried on and checked in the hotel as normal. So that's how we got around the loophole.
That's brilliant.
We snuck George in, all inclusive. Now this was really good, and this was working really well until, because we were repeat customers, they invited us in the special Thai restaurant, which was like a paid restaurant. It's all inclusive,
right? Yeah,
but that's a paid restaurant,
like an a la carte kind of thing.
And yeah, pay for that. All repeat guests, you get certain things with it.
Yeah.
But it was an invite for 4 of us. So
what did you do?
Awkward.
Did you just turn up with 5?
We just turned up with 5. Said, we were looking after a friend's baby.
Who calls you dad? That's brilliant.
So George, snuck him to the Royal Albatross. Isn't it? You got to really. At the end of the day, he didn't eat much. And we didn't take any extra room. He just topped and tailed with his dog.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And the year before, we could book 5.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
what
crazy.
I don't know what it was. Yeah, that was funny when he was a baby. And it was fair. And her dad as well on that holiday was awesome, because he went in for I can't remember what it was, Mr. Universe or something. You know, they have these special animation teams. You have these competitions, and and he had to do loads of things and singing and doing things, and he won. He won as well. He's such a character.
That's brilliant.
He's such a character. So
yeah, you can pick up these all-inclusive deals really pretty cheap if you're quite flexible and you're not worried where you're going.
Yeah, right.
You can get these, because I went on my first one not long ago. I went to Benidorm just for 4 nights. Yeah, I think it was.
And we're back in the room.
Yes.
I'm not sure whether it overheated or the battery went then, Des, but thanks for changing the battery anyway.
No worries, quick grabbed that and changed it.
Isn't it? So what was he saying?
So yeah, we went to Benidorm for I think it was 4 or 5 nights, and that cost us like, I think it was like 200 quid, all inclusive. And it was real cheap as chips.
Yeah, right.
And I had a subscriber in my hotel.
No way.
I told no one I was going there, and just turned up in Benidorm in this random hotel, and there was a subscriber in the hotel.
I love bumming into subscribers, if I'm honest with you. In Florida, we did recently. Someone had come along and said, "We watch you on YouTube."
Yeah, I went to Cobham Services because we've just left Camp Out.
Right, I went to Cobham Services. I didn't realise how big that place is.
Oh, Cobham's huge.
Blimey.
Cobham's huge.
I've never been there before.
Yeah, no, Cobham.
Is there a service station bigger than Cobham? Because I was actually blown away by that.
I think there is, but Cobham is massive.
Wow.
Yeah, so I went there to do my washing.
Right.
Because they've got one of the Revolution machines.
Yeah.
And as I parked up and then walked over to go do my washing, there was a guy there doing his drying his washing, and he's like, "Home Mondays, man." And I was like, "You're right, mate."
Hey.
It's just there.
He was probably a full-time van lifer as well.
Yeah, he was. He had his van and all
there
that.
was quite a few vans there. In fact, there was loads of AA breakdowns there. It's a hub that they kind of just sit at, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because there's not many services on the M25, is there?
No. You're right.
It's very...
South Mims is one, round the other side.
South Mims, and then Clackett, is it?
Oh, I don't know.
On the other side.
Right.
Yeah. There's only like 3, basically.
No wonder it was so busy, though.
At night, you want to see it at night with the lorries.
Right.
Because you know where the whole car park is when you're coming in?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it on your left.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that is stacked,
Wow.
space to space, literally, of lorries, because the lorry park is completely full. The overflow of the lorry park is completely full, and then they even park. You should really look at it one time, right? It's amazing. They park on the slip road, all the way up, and then on the slip road all the way out. There are thousands of lorries
Wow.
because there's nowhere else to park.
Free parking for lorries, is it?
No,
And they're paying?
no. You only get 3 hours free, and then I think it's probably like 25 quid,
Right.
30 quid, and you probably get a meal ticket without in the shower.
Yes.
But yeah, they're not cheap. That's because people have asked me before, would I ever do like they call it tramping. Tramping means you stay out in the vehicle. And
Yeah.
You're thinking, but
I thought that would be ideal for you. Since
there's just no money in it, and the hassle of parking one of them vehicles on a time limit as well.
Right.
Because if you've got to stop at a certain time,
Yeah.
and if you can't find parking, you can then potentially get fines.
You know, it's funny you should say that because we were out through Europe.
Yeah.
We saw there's lots of big lorry parks like that, and services and areas and like that. And sometimes they're pretty full. We went in and they're struggling. And you're seeing lorries just parked on the slip road going back out onto the motorway.
Yeah,
They can't carry on driving, I guess, because their
they're
time's up.
They're out of hours. They're out of hours. They have to stop.
Yeah.
So they have to park somewhere.
Isn't it?
And then they've got to take the risk of being told off by the locals, by the local, police or highway agency or whoever it is for parking there, which then technically disturbs their sleep as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy.
What do you think of airport parking drop-offs for charging? I remember now, isn't it?
They do, yeah.
They do
Some of them
charge
have started, haven't they?
Yeah, you do in Luton and what have you. Yeah. Most of them you do now, I think, mate. Yeah.
Really?
I don't know what it is in Gatwick as well. Yeah. You've got to pay.
I know Stansted did, and that was like £5 for 7 minutes or something.
Just ridiculous. Just another way to squeeze more money out
I
of
would
you.
love that as a daily as a rate, wouldn't you?
Isn't it? But yeah, I guess they squeeze it out of you.
I don't know what it is in.
So your motorhome's parked up safe?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're happy with where it is?
Yeah, it's all parked up.
Because it's your home, it's got everything in
Yeah,
it, you know?
so...
You go away like this, I guess your worry is...
Yeah, I mean, I've got all the cameras on it, I've got, tracker on it, it's, all the windows are closed, everything's locked up. It's as much as you can, really.
Yeah.
It's in a secure yard.
Batteries are going to last?
I just changed them all. Oh, the batteries for the cameras?
No, for the...
for the actual video, yeah, because the solar's on there, it's completely 100%, it's all, rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
No problem at all.
Am I going the right way here?
I don't know.
Yeah. We'll find out in a minute.
We'll find
Should
out.
know by now. I've done this route. I couldn't goodness knows how many times into Luton Airport. So you're meeting up with your mates then, are you?
Yep, they'll be coming along shortly, and then we'll fly out.
Yeah, fantastic. What time's your flight?
Flight is at 5 o'clock.
I got plenty of time then.
Yeah, I mean, once I'm at the airport, I then consider I am on holiday. I'm going to do loads of emails at the airport and
Have a little catch up.
find somewhere to sit down and got loads of emails to reply to.
Well,
Bobs.
and here we are going in. I think you need to be in this lane, mate. Let me get in.
Wicked.
Well, we might as well wrap this one up here then,
Yeah.
Daz, since we're nearly there. But
It's
yeah,
been a good chat.
it's been a nice chat, and I hope you
Oh,
guys have
good
enjoyed
chat.
it. Maybe I'll do some more of these. I don't know.
Definitely.
But make sure you subscribe to his channel, The Urban
will.
Motorhome,
Cheers.
and to our channel as well, Roman Radford's, and to this channel.
Yeah.
If this goes on my personal one, which I think it should. I think it should get me to the to monetisation.
£5 for 10 minutes. £5 for 10 minutes and £1 a minute after that, it says.
And there it is.
£1 per minute thereafter. I wish I was on that rate.
Isn't it?
Oh, God.
Well, enjoy your holiday, Daz.
Thank you very much.
We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Catch you soon.